I'm Ramli Ibrahim from Sutra Foundation. On this Merdeka Day, let us truly reflect what it is the word Merdeka means.
Grammar, and I'm good right here on AfoRadio.com, and I'm so good this afternoon. It's about 5 minutes past noon, and in the studio with me for our Malaysian Icon Week this Wednesday afternoon is Datuk Ramli Ibrahim. Welcome to the studio, Datuk. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for dropping by. Now, National Day is coming up very soon, our Independence Day that is, of course, and this whole week we've brought in people, our Malaysian icons who were born before Merdeka, or that year. So, what do you remember about life growing up before Merdeka, Datuk?
Well, you know, as a child, as very young person, you don't think of Merdeka as kind of a major nationalistic sentiment that you have to be inculcated and all that kind of thing. You just be part of life, and life was lovely, life was simple, life was just about enjoying oneself. You know, but my mother was a kaum ibu of UMNO, you know, so when I see her wearing her baju kurung, white baju kurung, going for a meeting and all that kind of thing, she was part of that, more of the women's section of the UMNO. So that I remembered as the earliest memory of kind of Merdeka activities.
Wow, okay. White, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought it was red. White and red, no?
It's only now red.
Okay.
As a young child, my memory centers around a very character-forming area called Pasar Road and Pudu area. You know, I mean, there are character-forming like brickfields and Kampung Baru and, you know, I mean, like Cochrane Road. You know, so that I remembered, and it's my remembrance is you know, the school days with so many friends, and then in the evening when we finish school, going to the longkang yes, looking for fish or looking for spiders and things like that, or going to shops for tikam, you know, all these kind of things. These are my memories of young days in during my time. But then as I graduated as a teenager, then it goes on, because I was in Royal Military College and all those kind of things. So it differs actually.
So the young Ramli Ibrahim used to be the longkang sketching fish.
Oh yes.
Very much.
In Pasar Road.
In Pasar Road. Okay, now what do you love most about our beautiful Malaysia?
I think one part of it is there is a naivety of life, and we're not conscious of being Malay, Chinese, Indian, and all that. We just take it as a stride.
Correct.
So it's not sort of crammed to our throat that we are different. We are different. We took it as different, but in a very natural kind of way.
It wasn't a big deal.
It was not a big deal.
Yeah, and you are an exemplary example, because you are a Malay boy who grew up loving an Indian art.
Yes, and this is exactly because I'm not even aware of that.
Yeah, you know, when you think about it, it's like, okay, so what? I can take part in
why
anything.
can't I?
Yes,
you know, that kind of thing,
and why not?
And not only that, because I had always been fascinated by Indian, even Chinese and Malay part of more the ritual, dramatic, theatrical part of that. You know, I mean, I've always been fascinated by when when there is a cremation or there's a wedding.
It's all the cultural experiences.
The cultural experience was part of that remembrance of things of Malaysia, which I find colourful, the smell, and these are the kind of nostalgia I have of those days when I was young. You're listening to Mag on AfoRadio.